All right, everybody, how you doing? I'm Namani, and today we're gonna be making an anime tier list based off main characters. Now, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. I don't know, or I haven't watched the shows for some of these characters, so I'm just gonna let that slide right now. Um, I got the idea from this video because I saw Lotus Sakura post about it on Twitter, and I was like, okay, this would be a fun video to make, and here we are. So I changed the rankings a little bit. Instead of from A to F, it's starts at legendary, ends with trash, and then there's just the ones that I don't know or didn't watch. But without further ado, let's just get it started. First off, we're starting with Anya. Um, she's good. I mean, I haven't finished watching Spy X Family, but it's okay. And it's nothing to write home about, but I mean, it's fun. It's nice. Nothing crazy. It's just entertaining. Asta's pretty cool. I'll put him in good. I'll put him above Anya, only because I think he's a really cool character, and I think the series itself conceptually has a lot of cool stuff going on about it. I think the only thing holding the anime itself back is like the fact that the earlier seasons don't have like a lot of great animation. Maybe it got corrected, but I see some like the later fight scene with Asta and Yami, and I thought that was pretty cool. Asta himself is a pretty cool character. I mean, the screaming thing is pretty annoying. But I like how he trains, I like his powers and abilities, and I like his design overall. It's pretty cool. I like him. I don't know who this is. I'm just gonna put this in don't know, didn't watch. Boruto, if we're going by anime, I'm gonna just go by trash. I don't feel confident putting Boruto in trash because I don't think he's a terrible character, but I think the anime like really doesn't do him any justice. I think the manga does a pretty good job of characterizing him, and he's a pretty cool character. But anime itself, I'm just gonna put him in trash. Deku goes in. I'm gonna put Deku above Asta. I don't really have a reason for it. I just really like his powers and abilities, and I like his like. I mean, it's a shonen manga, but I like his just never give up attitude. He's just really entertaining to watch on screen. Denji, I want to put him in great. I'm gonna put him below. I'm gonna put him below Deku, but above Asta. Yeah, I'll put him. He's a cool character. He's not seriously complex, but he's just like Deku, just entertaining to watch on screen. Next is Edward Elric. We're gonna put him in legendary. I haven't finished watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I know a lot of people have. I haven't finished watching it. I got the manga because I was really interested in reading that too. But he's a really cool character in my opinion. I have a lot of fun watching him. Him being Full Metal, just the things his lessons he learns, and just the way he progresses in the story is just really entertaining. Next is Aaron. I'm gonna put him in great. Well, I didn't. I'm gonna sound like a fake anime fan, but I haven't watched Attack on Titan. I watched some clips every now and then, and I see that it's interesting, but it doesn't. The show itself isn't like grabbing me. Like I don't see myself sitting down and watching the show like fully from beginning to end. I will one day, but I did watch like an episode or two at the beginning, and I see the clips of him in like the newer seasons. I'm gonna put him in great. I think he's a cool character. I think his change from like being like the goody two, not really goody two shoes, but it's like the kind of like the hero, and he turns like the anti-hero villain because he wants to like get justice for his people. I think that's pretty cool. So I'm just gonna stick him in great. I didn't watch Gintama, so that's gonna stay here. Giorno, I didn't watch this season either, so he's gonna stay here. Goku above Edward Elric. He's Goku. I don't gotta explain this. This is Dragon Ball we're talking about, guys. Come on, Dragon Ball Z. Come on, the manga, the anime. Come on, like Goku's legendary. He's S tier. Like he's awesome character. People will tell you otherwise. They probably didn't watch the show or read the manga. That being said, he's above Edward Elric in my opinion. Like, I'm gonna keep in mind everything I say in this video is gonna be all my opinion. Gon is gonna go in legendary. I haven't finished watching Hunter x Hunter. I'm still at like the beginning, but I have watched a few episodes. And I do like Gon's character. His chemistry with Killua really makes him stand out, and his transformation later on really makes him like a cut above the rest. You know, he's just really entertaining. I didn't watch this show either. Honestly, I think it's kind of mid. I watched like an episode or two of this, but it's not really my thing, so it's gonna go in. Didn't watch Ichigo. He's gonna go above Edward. Ichigo's great. A lot of people will be like, "Oh, Bleach isn't that good." Da, 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 da. Ichigo's a really cool character. A lot of people like to say that his powers come from like ass pulls and stuff like that, but I feel like the people who say that like can't read. Like, it's pretty dumb. It's pretty dumb. Not gonna lie, but you know what? He belongs up there in legendary. He's a goat. He's a main character. He's a great main character, and anybody who says otherwise doesn't really understand what the series is about, honestly. Inuyasha, I'm gonna put him in great. Below Eren, right there. This is a good spot for him. The show's a classic. You know, I watched it, you know, Toonami back in the day, late at night. You know, it was a good show. I remember like waking up and hearing that ending. Good times. Case closed. I know who this is, but I didn't watch the show, so I feel kind of bad because like the JoJo's like main characters, like my brother really likes JoJo's, and I watched a little bit of the first part, but I watched like the entirety of part 3 with him, so I can't in good conscience say like I'm gonna put this is the first guy. I'm gonna put him in great above Inuyasha. This is the second guy. I didn't fully watch this part, so I feel like I don't have an opinion on it. I liked a little bit of this part, but I didn't really watch it, so put that there. Jotaro is cool. I don't know if I should put him above. I don't know. I'm gonna put him in good. I'm gonna put him above Deku. You know, he's in a good spot. You know, not like he's not a bad character by any means. I'm gonna put him in good. He's a good character. You know, I like the stands, the fights, his battle with Dio. It's pretty cool. Didn't watch Tokyo Ghoul. I heard it was garbage. Rurouni Kenshin. I watched a few episodes. He's pretty cool. He's an awesome character. It's a shame his creator is a weirdo. So I'm gonna put him in great next to Inuyasha. Him as a character, aside from all the other outside nonsense, he belongs up there. Like, he as a character is cool. Kirito, I'm gonna put him in meh. Doesn't really, like, he's not terrible, but he's not up there with these guys. Sword Art Online fell off, you know, but Kirito, I think he's cool, so I'm just gonna put him in meh. Don't know who this is. Lelouch goes in great. I'm gonna put him, honestly, I'd put Lelouch above Eren. Like, the stuff that he does, like the legs he goes, like, honestly, like, I don't know which one came out first. I'm pretty sure Kogias came out first, but regardless, like, I mean, I know the anime came out before Attack on Titan, but I want to know like which of the characters came out first. But I do really like Lelouch. I feel like a lot of the things that Eren does in later seasons of Attack on Titan, I feel like Lelouch does a lot of those things just in the show altogether. So I'm gonna put him in great. He belongs up there. Light, I'm gonna put him below, like, as a manipulator, as TikTok would call them. He's pretty cool, but at the end when he's just like crying and begging for his life, it's pretty pathetic. I'm not gonna lie, that kind of turned me off the character a little bit, but he did have a great run, like a really, really good run. So I'm gonna put him in over here. Luffy, you know where Luffy belongs. Legendary. I haven't finished watching One Piece. Haven't finished reading it. I'm probably gonna turn towards reading it, because it's like I'm gonna go back to reading it. I'm gonna try to read it, catch up eventually, and then like watch like some of the anime scenes. Because I remember I think it was episode 1000 something. But when he stood up and he was like, "I want to be the Pirate King." Well, he says that all the time. But like the newer episode when he's like talking to like the guys from like I'll put a clip on when I finish editing this video. But when he's talking to like the guy, and he turns around and he looks at Kaido and Big Mom. And he's like, puts his hat on. He's like, "I'm gonna be the Pirate King." That was fire. That was fire. A lot of people were like, "Oh, roof piece, roof piece." I was like, yeah, that was fire. That's fire. Luffy definitely deserves all the credit. Let's see here. Soul and Maka. I'm gonna put them in good. No, I'm gonna put them in great, but I'm gonna put them. Yeah, I'm gonna put them in great, but I'm gonna put them above these guys. I think the show could have. The ending is weird a little bit. It's not really manga canon, but it's good. It's good. Their chemistry together, like as a unit, is really fun. It's interesting. Like just from the first episode alone, it's just has you hooked on like their teamwork and whatnot. Meliodas, I don't want. Does he belong in trash? No, I think the story's pretty cool. I mean, I think they have some weird choices in like character relationships, especially later on. But I'm gonna put him in meh. He's not terrible, but he's not that great either. In my opinion. Mob, I'm gonna put below Anya. He's good. He's above meh. Like it's weird because he's not exactly like high in my list, but he's definitely above meh. But he's not exactly like in the great. You know what I mean? Like the greats. The animation's cool. He's a fun character, but I don't think he belongs in great with like Lelouch and stuff. But good is a good place to be. No, obviously. I didn't watch Fully Cooley. I know people are gonna be in the comment section like, you're not an anime fan. You didn't watch a bunch of these shows. I'm like, but I put it in my list. I'm definitely gonna get to watching it. I heard that it's the anime is the best way to experience it, and I really want to watch it. I just haven't gotten a chance because of school and stuff. But I'm gonna put him in don't know. Naruto. Come on, Naruto. Come on, guys. He's going in legendary. Going in legendary. You know where he belongs. Naruto is the GOAT. Come on. Anyway, Natsu. I like Natsu. I like his power. He's a cool character. But I never finished watching the anime. I kind of dropped it because like I was watching one of the arcs. I didn't finish. It was like when they invaded Fairy Tail to go pick up Lucy because her dad wanted her back or whatever. I didn't finish watching it because it's just like the problem with Fairy Tail doesn't capture my interest the way it should. Like I really want to be into it because like the later seasons look really interesting. But I mean, those Fairy Tail fans are fucking crazy though. Like dead ass, they're like, oh, it's. I remember I ratioed. Did I ratio some guy? I don't know. I'll put it up when I'm editing this later. But I remember some guy on Twitter was like, "Oh, Fairy Tail's more iconic than Dragon Ball," and I'm like, "There's no way you didn't get embarrassed by this." Follow me on Twitter, by the way, at I'm Damani. I be tweeting some bangers. But Natsu, I'm gonna go in the meh. You know. Fuck, I forgot her name, but I watched this whole show. Ruko. She belongs in the good. I'm gonna put her above Anya and above Mob. She's good. It's a fun little series, you know. Short, sweet, animation is cool. It's funny when it needs to be. It's entertaining. I like it. It's good. Literally. Saitama. I'm gonna put him at the end of great. I like Saitama. I like the anime. The show's good. He's fun. You know, he's a fun character. Manga goes crazy. I'm gonna put him in great. That's just how I'm gonna leave it. Shinji, I'm gonna put him in meh. I mean, he goes through some shit, but it's like Shinji's just meh. Like he's not terrible, but he's not like somebody I'd be like, oh my god, it's a masterpiece of writing. It's just, he's all right. He doesn't really fit in good with all these guys, but he's not trash. Shinra belongs in great. Well, if we're talking about anime only, he belongs in the top tier of good. You know, actually no, I'm gonna put him because it's hard because these guys are up there. I'm gonna put him at that beginning of good because I've been trying to get my hands on the manga because I really like Fire Force. But Shinra's a cool main character. Anime onlys will see later on. There's things that he goes through, the things that he does. He's really interesting. He's really fun. His fights are good. Anime really pulls it off, especially his fight with Sho. That was good. The series is all right. I mean, the fan service is a little too much, but it's not something I would like drop the series for. Overall, I'm just gonna put him in good. I didn't watch Food Wars. Spike, I'm gonna put him in great, but I'm gonna put him below Lelouch. Put him in like a little in here. I'm gonna put him above Light, below Lelouch, because I like Lelouch more than I like for Spike. ReZero is another show I didn't watch. Takemichi, oof. Tokyo Revengers really broke my heart, man. I didn't watch the anime, but I was reading the manga. I'm not caught up yet though, but it's hard being a Tokyo Revengers fan because at the start it was good. Honestly, like in the manga, when Mikey forces Takemichi to kill him, I almost shed a tear, as at the very verge of tears. It was good. But then it's like that ending where everybody like the ending of the manga is spoilers, by the way. The ending of the manga really makes me bittersweet because, in my opinion, it's like everybody's happy. He changed the future. Everybody's happy. They're not in the gang anymore. But everybody's just living their life the way they want to. They're living their dreams. He's getting married. I don't have an issue with that. But then everybody's like, oh, it's the manga of all time, and I'm like, I feel like they're hating a little bit. I don't think he's great, but he belongs in man. He doesn't really belong in trash like with Boruto. Well, actually, I didn't watch the anime, so I'm gonna put him in trash only because I know I talked about the series a lot, but a lot of other characters steal the show more than he does, and at this point, he's just not really the same. Tanjiro. I'll put Tanjiro behind Asta. I'll put him behind Deku. Tanjiro is a cool character. The anime is pretty cool. When eventually the other parts get animated, like I've been trying to read and catch up with the manga because sometimes my interest on Demon Slayer wanes because sometimes I'm just like, it's just a series of good animation. And sometimes I'm like, okay, well I really enjoy the series. I like the characters. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. His fight scenes are cool. He's pretty entertaining. He's just a nice guy. You know, nothing wrong with liking a nice guy. Thorfinn, he belongs in great. Actually, no. I think Thorfinn. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change it. Lelouch belongs in legendary. Thorfinn goes to the top of great. I feel like that. Him and Reborn didn't watch it. My cousin liked it. I don't know. It got canceled, so it must not be that good. I didn't watch it. Maybe I'll watch it. Maybe I'll give it a chance. I don't know. Sailor Moon, put that in legend. Put him above Edward. Sailor Moon, she's a cool character, guys. Like, for those of you who watched it, Sailor Moon, she's cool. She's cool. I didn't watch Noragami. Yeah. Wow. Yo Asakura, he's cool. I didn't watch the show, but I know about him. I learned a little bit about him because, what's his name? The other character, the main villain of the series, he is pretty cool. I heard like I I heard about him. I started like finding things out about him. Yo himself, he's a nice guy. He's a cool character. I'm gonna put him in between Denji and Asta. Yuji, he belongs in great. The anime he's in is good. He's a great main character, especially like in the later episodes and especially in the manga too. Like, he has a lot of progression. He's a cool character. His fights are cool. He has a lot. He just, you know, he's a nice guy. He just, you can tell that like he really cares about his friends. Yusuke, Urameshi, my nigga. All right. He belongs in Legendary. He belongs right there next to Goku. He's up there. Yusuke, whoever, if you haven't watched Yu Yu Hakusho, I recommend that you watch him. Watch it. Yusuke is especially I recommend you watch the English dub. Well, honestly, you're gonna miss a lot of the experience if you don't watch the English dub, because he's a really funny character in the English dub. The things he says to Kuwabara, the way he goes back and forth with his villains, you know, the things like just his speeches in general. He's up there. He's legendary. He deserves that spot. But we're all out of characters, so this is it. This is how I feel about my tier list. Maybe I'll come back to this when I watch or read about some of these characters. You know, I'll try to give some of these characters a chance. I mean, I'm not gonna watch Haikyuu because I don't think it's a good series. I mean, I haven't watched it, so my opinion isn't really fair for me to say. I don't think it's good. It's just not something I like. But yeah, maybe I'll come back and change it depending on how I feel about some of these characters. But overall, I feel like this is a good list. And I'm happy with it. Thank you everybody for watching the video. If you liked it, like and subscribe. You know, follow me on Twitter. You know, my links are in my YouTube, whatever. And that's it. See ya.